So if you want to hold on to something, you can, but you're gonna stand on your left leg on the block. You're neutral, tailbone is curled under. So we're standing on the block with the left leg. You can hold on if you need. When I stand on my left leg, I wanna feel a little inner thigh. I wanna feel outer hip, and I wanna feel my glute. All of those things are turning on, okay? And then your pelvis here is not gonna move, but I'm gonna start to trace a figure 8 on the floor with my right leg. It's a vertical figure 8. I want you to really see that figure 8 in your mind's eye and trace it. Trace that figure 8. And then can you go the other way? That's it. Couple more. Couple more. Woo! One more. Okay, beautiful. Come on down, switch sides. Get that mobility in our hips and pelvis. Okay, particularly the hip socket. So you're standing, each leg's a little different, so we just want to really feel, okay, here's my right side. Now, I want to feel inner thigh. I want to feel outer glute. And I want to feel glute. And I want my tailbone to be long and body easy. All that's going to stay that way. And then I'm going to challenge it by trying to make these figure 8s. I'm really, truly trying to make a figure 8. Ooh, what's that shape? Where does that cross happen in the middle? Where's the loops? Is it a big figure 8? Is it a small figure 8? Is this side easier? Lots of things. And then go the other way, making our brains work a little bit. Whoa, one direction might be a little bit harder. Am I holding tension anywhere else I don't need? A couple more times. Try to get it. Get it, get it, get it. All right, come on down. Oh, it's exhausting. Okay, release that. Let's go to the ground, and we'd like to have either your 5s or your 3s. We're gonna do a little chest press here on the ground. And a little core work. So, yeah, whatever you feel is available for you, like you wanna try. You know, 3s to 5s are good. You decide. We're gonna have the weights on either side of your body, okay? And then you're gonna lay down. Oops, we may move the screen a little bit. And you'll lay down on your backs. Okay, you're on your backs in that neutral position. Bring one leg up, tabletop. Bring your other leg up, tabletop. Go ahead and grab the weights. You'll bend your elbows, and then you'll just press the weights to the sky. Now, we want to make sure, check out my wrists here. Check it out. Like my wrists are folded towards me. I want to lengthen through the knuckles and have a neutral wrist. That seems to be the breaking point for a lot of us. So make sure your knuckles, your wrists are neutral. And then you get to lift your upper chest up a little bit. So my upper chest is wide. And all I'm going to do is the weights are on the sides of my low ribs. I'm just going to bend. The weights come right down the side of my ribs. And then I press back up. I slide them down. My back, my low back, is flush into the mat, okay? So the upper chest is wide, low back, gently imprinted. And then I'm just pressing and lowering. Your wrists stay long, and your weights are right over your elbows, right? Right over the elbows. It's a nice 90 degree here. I'm gonna do a few more. One more. Go all the way up. Turn the weights till they face forward. Touch them in the middle. This is the top of a triangle. I'm going to bend my elbows out to the side. I'm going to come to the base of the triangle. My elbows are just hovering off the floor. I'm into the side of my chest. And then I come back up. I touch. And I bend. 2, 3, 4. Find that core helping you here. 5, 6, 7. We got a few more. 8, 9. Last one. 10. Turn the palms to face in. Bend the elbows. Lower the weights down. Okay, hands behind your head. Inhale. Elbows lift. Exhale, head float up. And knees and elbows come together a little bit in the front body. And then we release back down to like a neutral. You're not going to come all the way down. Exhale, curl tailbone under. Bring everything in. Find your belly. And then release back down neutral. Exhale, coming in and up. And release. Exhale, in and up. And release. Maybe knees and elbows touch. You're not pulling on your neck. You're lifting from the tailbone. And the ribs slide towards your hips. Let's do 4 more. 3. Find the belly. 2. Last one, tailbone lifts. 1. Release, right leg down, left leg down, head floats down, arms by your side, pinky fingers on the ground. They slide forward, press the feet down, lift your pelvis up. I'm on the top of my shoulders. I want to feel my glutes. Feel the insides of your feet. Maybe I'll remember all that work we did at the beginning of class. You're going to roll up to a high heel position, and then we're going to roll back down. It's the same thing we did the little lifts. We roll up, we roll down. Both legs are working here. We roll up, or both feet I should say, and legs. Roll up that middle line of your feet. Roll down. It's hard here because we can't see what's happening. So you have to feel muscle memory. Rolling up through the midline, back down. 2 more times. Rolling up, rolling down. 1 more. Rolling up, rolling down, and then roll down through your spine. Lengthen it down all the way down. Interlace your hands behind the head. Elbows lift. Exhale, let's head float up. Feel the connection of the belly. Slide your right leg long. Slide your left leg long. My belly and pelvis didn't change when I did that. We're going to slightly externally rotate your legs, point your feet. Flex your feet, internally rotate the legs. Bring one leg in, tabletop. Bring the other leg in, tabletop. Bring your legs together, elbows, knees, everything comes in. Release. Steady through your core, lengthen one leg down, lengthen other leg down. Externally rotate your legs, point. Flex, internally rotate. Bring one leg in, bring the other leg in. Legs come together, knees and elbows come together. And release. One more time like that. Take one leg out, take the other leg out. Externally rotate, parallel. Bring one leg in, bring the other leg in. Everything comes in and up. Release it. One leg all the way down, other leg all the way down. Head floats down. That's a little bit of work, okay? Bend the legs, feet are wider. Arms are by your sides, pinky fingers down again. 3 rolling bridges, pressing the back of your arms down. Curl pelvis under, roll up. Inhale at the top. Exhale, roll it down. Inhale, release. Exhale, curl, roll up. Pause at the top for a moment. Reach through the thighs, roll it down. Good, one more time, inhale. Exhale, roll it up. And roll it down. Okay, your weights should be right there. Let's do one more set of our chest press. So bring your feet a little closer together. You're bending your elbows. You can always opt, you guys, if the back's getting tired, let's say, you can keep your feet down. Or for the little bit extra core work, you can bring your legs up to a tabletop, okay? But if that gets tiring, you can keep your legs down. We don't want it to go into your back, all right? So bring the legs tabletop. Remember the wrists. You're going to press straight up, find neutral wrist. Upper chest is lifted and wide. Make sure your upper chest stays lifted. Just bend so you're in neutral and then press. We bend, weights are right over the elbows, and wrists are right over the elbows. Breathing, feeling heat start to rise in the body. How can I make this almost one continuous motion so that it doesn't really stop or end, or there's no jerky motions here? Smooth motions in my joints. Even though we're doing both arms, can I feel both arms? One more. And then stay at the top, turn the weight so they face forward, and we go into the diamond shape. They touch in the middle, we come down to the base. And again, we're at the sides of the chest. We're not over the face. We're stay neutral. We're breathing. I like to exhale when I press. You're just going to hover and then back up, which is hovering and then back up. A couple more times. One more time. And then turn parallel, bend the elbows, lower the weights down. Take the weights to the side, lower the legs down. Roll to the side and come on up. I'm going to move my weights, you guys, so that we're out of my way. We're going to be in this little Z-sit position here. Okay, so let's all have the left leg forward. All these years, the last 2 years, I've been cueing, trying to mirror, but it's been kind of confusing. So I'm going to say the side I'm doing. If it's opposite of me, just go with the left. Left leg is forward, my right leg is back. From here, I'm going to just start to turn my torso a little bit. And then I'm going to turn the other way. Super simple. We're just going to go a little rotation, a little play here. I'm just rotating, I might look, rotate and look. One more time each side. Come back to center, come down onto your left forearm, give me a big stretch. Like we did when we were standing, I'm lifting my ribs up to the sky and reaching. I'm gonna come up, I'm gonna go over the other way. A little challenging this way because my hip's in the way, but I'm gonna stretch. I'm gonna come over and reach. Feel your spine arc. Coming up and reach out of the body and over and up. One more, over like this and up. This time we come down onto my forearm. My hand's going to face forward. I'm going to press. I'm going to feel my legs. I'm going to lift up a little bit. And then I'm going to come back down. I'm going to lift. And I'm going to lower. I'm going to lift the waistline. I'm going to lower the waist. I'm lifting the belly up, the side body up. I'm lowering it down. One more time. Lift. And lower. Come on up. This hand, your left hand goes behind you. My right hand comes forward. I'm going to roll over my front shin and my pelvis presses forward. I might add a little reach. And then I'm going to come back down. Can you give me a little dance move and pull that elbow in towards you and look towards your belly button? And then we go open. And then we pull, we come inward. My elbow to my belly, I'm going to look. I'm going to flex a little bit. And I'm going to expand, inhale. I'm going to pull in. Expand. And pull in. Last one, expand. And pull in. Coming back towards me. I'm going to turn, it's like a modified pigeon situation. I'm going to turn over this leg. This leg extends a little bit. If this is hard in anyone's knees, please go to your back in a figure 4 position. If not, then we're going to stay here. We're going to play a little bit. Okay, so I'm starting to turn, and then I'm going to slide my ribs a little side to side as I slide myself forward and down over my leg. It's a little slide, a little shimmy, side to side. Once I've reached like, okay, that's as far as I'm gonna go, then I'm gonna come back up, and you're doing that rib glide. Ribs, ribs, ribs. And we go back down, slide. Slide up and over your hip, up and over the leg. We slide back up, side to side, shimmy slide or typewriter slide, whatever image works for you, or seaweed slide. One more, slide, slide, slide. It can be small and subtle. Feel what your body wants to do. Not anybody else's. What does my body feel like? How does it move? All the way up. Give me a lift here. Push the ground away. You're up and tall. I'm lifting. I'm pressing up. I'm looking up with my eyes for a moment. And then release that. Hands behind you. Switcheroo with your legs. I'm in my Z sit on the other side. I'm going to just play a little bit with rotations. Not just my arms. If I didn't have arms, I would just do a little rotation with my chest. But if I had arms, if I am using my arms, I'll do the rotation with my chest and I just exaggerate it with my arms. But the movement's from my torso. One more each way. Come back to center. Come down onto your forearm. Give me that big stretch, pushing the ground away. Lift your ribs to the sky. Coming on up. Over, reach. And down, reach. Lift the waistline. Come on up. Beautiful. And reach. Oh. And it's like one of those days, I feel like every movement I make is like it needs a sound to it. I don't know, it's been a long week, you guys. It's only Wednesday. Over we go. The kids started back to high school, sophomore, could barely handle it. I think it stiffened me up. Over you go. One more time. Up and over. And over. All right, here we go. We're going to go over forearm. And we're going to activate your oblique side body, okay? So the legs work a lot. It's not just those shoulders. You're pressing, you're lifting. And it's kind of a little bit forward, but I also want you to think up. So we get these obliques, and then down you go. We lift, side body work. We lower. We lift, we lower. Feel your waistline. I want you to really feel the waistline. Last two. One more. All right, come on up. This hand goes behind you. I'm gonna roll over my front shin. My pelvis comes forward. Maybe I take it back a little bit. When I come down, I'm gonna pull elbow into belly and I'm gonna round a little bit. And up and over. Come in, up and over, open. Bring it in, flex. Two more, up and over. Roll over your shin. Energy's open and forward. Pull it in, flex. Last time, push. Pull it in, flex. Let's end on one more opener. And then bring it in. You're gonna either do figure four, or we're gonna do a little modified pigeon situation. I'm gonna start to turn my torso, my hips a little bit. I'm gonna start to slide my ribs side to side, and I'm pulling my belly button forward over my leg as I make my way down. And then I make my way back up. You take your time. You don't have to stay with my pacing. We're gonna try for 3 of these. Breathing, feeling out what's happening in your hip, massaging that tissue, the muscle there. One more, we'll meet up at the top. If you're still working it, keep going. But if you're at the top, I'm lifting, I'm kind of pushing fingertips down. Maybe I'll come all the way to full pigeon this on this side. You can feel it out. And I'm lifted up. I'm lifting up through the belly. I'm not dropped, I'm lifted. So it's a little muscular activity. And then I want to lift my eyes. And take a breath. Body's lifted. and then release that. Coming down, let's go to sideline on this right side. So I'm laying on my right side. Shoulders are stacked. There, remember that waistline lift? We're lifting that waistline up here. Top leg is long. I want you to stretch your legs super long away from you. The hips are stacked. You take your legs slightly behind you. You're going to point your toes. You're going to give me a circle back there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can we go the other way, but stay behind you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Reach a little further back. Start to flex your toes. Bring your leg forward. Swing. Point, reach back. Bring it forward and reach. Keep that leg lifted a little bit. For most of us, the leg gets a little heavy to the ground. We want to keep it in alignment with our hip socket at the very least. Don't let it get droopy on me. Keep it working the whole time, and then we get to swing in that hip socket. Those figure eights prepared us for this nice little swing action. You get hamstring stretch, front of the hip stretch, hamstring, find your glute. 3 more. 1, 2, 1 more, 3. This time swing it forward, lower it down wherever it lands. So one of the things we want to think about here, oops, let me move back a little bit, is that I don't want to be tucked under, pelvis behind me. So if my hamstring is tight, I might have to lower my leg a little bit. That's okay, right? Now this arm, top arm's coming forward. Here it is, you guys. We're going to lift arm and leg together. Lift, lower down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, top of the hip, 6, glute, 7, 8, 9, we got 10, 10, lower it down, bend the leg. Can I grab my foot? If you need to grab your strap, you can use your strap. Grab that foot, just take a little stretcheroo in the quad. If I want, I could lengthen the front of the belly up a little bit here, adding a little stretch to that quad. Take a breath. One more breath for me. Where is the breath when we breathe? Is it in the body or is it in the face? Can we take one more breath and breathe into your bellies? Beautiful. Lower that down. Press yourself up. Let's repeat that sequence on the other side. Switcheroo. Laying long. We're just moving through. We're trying to get some heat and flow today. So we're lifting this bottom waistline up. We're stretching your leg long. It's hip level. My hips are stacked. And one way to feel that, you guys, is locate where your belly button is. And can the belly button actually turn a little down? That's going to help to stack the hips. Oftentimes, if we're rotated back, so the belly button's rotated. So turn the belly button a little bit down, and that'll help, okay? So, yep, perfect. Reach through that leg. Belly button stays facing the floor a little bit. Take your leg behind you. Point your toes. The leg stays straight. And give me some circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go the other way. 1, the leg still stays back there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Smooth it out. 7, 8. And then reach back. Start to flex your foot. Pull the leg forward. Give me a little stretcheroo. Point, reach it back. Bring it forward. Take it back. Bring it forward. Fold in the hip. Find the back of your leg as you go back. Fold and reach. Fold and reach. Forward. Couple more. That's it. 3, 2, 1. Bring it forward, lower it down. Then notice, is my tucked? I gotta sit my butt back as if I was sitting in a little chair there, because we want this hip, upper hip, outer hip glute to work. Not so much hip flexor, okay? So we want this to lift the leg. Arm comes forward. Can the arm and leg be super coordinated and lift at the same time? 1, 2. Oh God, I'm already tired. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, breathe. 8, we got it. 9, and 10, and then grab your leg or your strap to help you grab that foot. Take the leg behind you. Relax something. Maybe lift up the pubic bone in the front a little bit. Take a breath into the body. Breathe down into your body. And breathe out from the body. And again, breathe into the body. And breathe out from the body. And then just release that. Coming to all fours, hands and knees, okay? Hopefully you feel your hips. I'm feeling mine. All right. Hands are wide. Knees are just hip width distance apart. We're going to do a few cat-cows. Take an inhale. On the exhale, we're going to bring head and pubic bone towards each other in the front. Find your belly. Can I lighten up on my hands? Maybe a little more weight on my shins. Roll through the hands. Flex your toes. Lift the sits bones. Belly softens. Chest softens. Eyes look up. Exhale, we round. Bring head to pubic bone. Lighten up on your fingers. Inhale, flex, roll through. Open the front body. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 2 more times. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, round. Stay round. Stay super round. Take a breath into the belly. Exhale, can you round a little more? Roll through, go to neutral spine. Bring your knees so they touch. The legs are touching. Take one leg back, toes tuck under. I'm in a 3-legged plank. Feel like I'm in a plank here. So arms are pushing. Could I push the floor away? Remember when we were pressing into the strap standing and the shoulder blades went wide? Feel that here. Push as if you're pushing into the strap. Feel your back leg really reach behind you. Find your core and lift your knee up. Lower down. Press arms, find back leg, lift your knee up. Lower it down. Find back leg, find arms, find belly. Lower it down. Take that left leg, it meets the right leg, you're in a plank. Take a breath. Other leg comes in, you're in a 3-legged plank. Feel your arms, make sure pelvis is aligned. Find your back leg, press the ground away, lift your knee up, and lower down. 1. Push. I'm lifting my pelvis up a little bit too, guys. I'm rounding as I lift up a little bit. It's a variation. 1 more. Oh, God. Find your plank again. Find your plank. Breathe it in. Breathe it out.